What's going on, guys? I'm your boy Sully. Today I'm back for episode 13? Yeah, 13? Yeah, it is. Episode 13 of the Real Talk Rants. As Ryan explained, or Razza, apologies, we don't call you Ryan on this show. As Razza explained in the last episode.
Who's this other...
Sorry, I'm cheating on you. Cheating on you with R's. But yeah, as Razza explained, this is going to be probably the most controversial. The hardest one we've ever done. That sounds a lot weirder now I've just said it like that. The hardest list we've ever done. It was a topic given to me by my boy Khalid. If you're listening, there's your shout out, mate. We're not doing an episode about Pez, because no.
Pez!
Yeah,
he asked for Pez!
Pro Evolution Soccer, yeah.
Fuck your Pez, FIFA's better. Anyway, so...
Top 5 animated TV shows, right?
Let's start off with what we do every top 5. This is our own opinion. This is not what we think is the best. I'm bored now. This is our own opinion. This is what we think is the best. Do not get offended. Do not get triggered. I mean, you're gonna get triggered because
it's the internet.
I think our number ones are gonna fucking kill everyone,
mate. It was hard enough to get him in a top 5, let alone rank him.
Alright, so number 5 for me was YuGiOh.
Oh.
I think Dylan will vouch for how much of a nerd I was in school with YuGiOh.
Yeah.
I used to be that kid walking around with the what's it called? It's the it's like the thing you put your cards on that you wore on your arm.
I'm gonna have to Google it.
Yeah. So I used to wear them to school and play Yu-Gi-Oh on it. And then I'd go home and watch Yu-Gi-Oh, and then on Fridays I'd get a tin, and then I'd open the tin.
Every Friday?
Not every Friday.
I was gonna say, you lucky
a pack.
you.
Maybe like a pack.
Oh, dual discs.
That's
dual discs.
Yeah.
Mate.
So, and it used to flick out. It used to be a little spin. You
used to stick your deck in it. You'd flick it out, mate.
Open your playing field, and you'd stand there on the field, and actually, it was in front of Mr. Ellis's class. Everyone used to play.
Yeah.
But
out on little benches.
Yeah,
mate. Good times. Good times.
Yeah, I used to go home and watch it. There is no way it couldn't be in for me because I was such a fanboy as a child. So the problem with this list that me and Dylan found was we named all the cartoons we watch now, and then I went, wait, what about one of them, which is on my list, so I'm not going to say it. And then we went, oh no,
what about
we had childhoods. Huh? What do you mean we had childhoods? So it's kind of a mix, but yeah. YuGiOh, number 5, what's yours?
My number 5 is it's YuGiOh as well. Yeah. But it's not the original YuGiOh. Mine's YuGiOh GX.
Oh my god. Mine was the YuGiOh!
Mine's YuGiOh GX Generation Next. Game on, get your game on.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I remember back in the day, my Roid deck. Roid? Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were Roid. It's not Droid. Yeah, my Roid deck demoralized kids.
Well, not everyone. Don't try flex like you were good.
Mate.
I decked you
Actually, that wasn't in my Roid deck. And then I had like my Elemental Hero Neos deck.
That was my deck. The Elemental Hero deck was my shit.
Oh
my god.
Will always remember beating Ryan Semi in like 3 moves with my Elemental Hero Neos deck.
Oh my god.
Brand new in like Asda. I remember being like 7, 8 years old. The little messes we were. Went to Asda, got that deck for like $11.99. Came in a nice shiny tin. Its own little individual packaging for that one card. And Jesus Christ, getting tins and making new decks was the most exciting thing to do as a child. Fuck football. Fuck going out and having friends. Nah.
Sit at home and fucking play with your Yu-Gi-Oh cards and make loads of decks.
You sort your decks out, boy. And then you go in on Monday.
If you were cool, we had the kid in our school, every card was in a sleeve.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, we had them ones. I remember when I first started though. I used to, like, me and Nick Brazier used to, like, chill loads. And I used to bring all my, like, decks round to his when I was retarded and didn't realise the difference between fake and real. And he'd always trade me his fake ones.
What?
Like, because I was retarded, pretty much. And he's like, oh, yeah, this card's sick, this card's sick. And they'd always be his fake ones. And then I learned, and I realised I was never getting scammed like that again. I mean, I love Nick to bits. Haven't seen him in years, but I'll always remember that.
I'm gonna let him know if we ever see him.
Oh yeah, I'll be like, fam,
give me my YuGiOh.
We need to have words. Back. Where are my cards, boy? But yeah, like
otherwise,
when I started learning how to build decks, stuff like that.
Oh, we're so nerdy.
I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, it could not be there for us, right?
Yeah.
So my number 4. So this was the one where me and Dylan literally done all new cartoons, and then I went, oh no, so it's Pokemon. And I went, wait, Pokemon was a thing? And I was like, oh shit, yeah, it was. I think I've watched like every episode ever of Pokemon.
Yeah. Probably
and played it
actually
religiously as a child.
Pokemon Go, remember when that dropped?
Oh
that was
God.
A thing.
Mate, that made me leave my house. I don't leave my house for anything. I was walking around, getting trains to places. I remember I went to Staines once just to play Pokemon. How weird is that? I
remember being up in like Skype calls or PlayStation parties or like Jamie and Sean talking about it, and me and Sean would be like, there used to be like Poke Radar and stuff where you'd be able to find them on like a Google Maps sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you could literally go and get whatever Pokemon you wanted and where. And I literally left my house at like 2 a.m. once and just walked down the road to get Pokemon. It was bad. It was so bad.
But it's at the point in Pokemon Go now where if anyone plays that game around me, you're fucking weird.
I started like dabbling in it again over summer just because I was travelling a lot. And I was like, I realised I was such a low level. And I was like, my collection's gone to shit. So I just started playing it again, like in Wigan, and I caught loads of new ones that I didn't have. And I was like, it's like a different country up here. It's like new ones spawn. But yeah, Pokemon, what a show. What a show. What a lifestyle Pokemon was. I feel like
then Max ruined it for me at the party.
What one?
Pokemon Real Life. Where he tries to squash.
Oh yeah, Jesus, scientifically accurate Pokemon. Oh my God.
Ruined childhood.
I can't remember what I was going to... Oh yeah, with our school, like growing up, I feel like YuGiOh was bigger than Pokemon in our school. Which is weird, because when you talk to a lot of people about it, you're like, oh right, which do you prefer? Unless they went to our school, it's Pokemon. It was a much better TV show, don't get me wrong. But in terms of actually playing it and stuff, mate, our school was so big on YuGiOh, it was unreal.
It's because everyone played it. If you play no one knew. This is how bad it was. In our school, not a cunt knew how to play Pokemon. Yeah. I couldn't fucking tell you how it worked. Fuck knows. I just know that you had fucking power cards, which fuck knows what they do. But I could tell you, but Yu-Gi-Oh was so much more complicated as well.
Yeah. But what was good about Yu-Gi-Oh is it literally showed you in the show how to play. Like you had a step-by-step guide every episode of how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. The cards used to tell you what you had to do, but nah. It was all about watching the show and learning. We got good, fam. We got good.
Number 4, Dylan?
My number 4 is a bit of a weird one, bit of a controversial one, and I'm not sure if that many people would have seen it. It's an animated show that came out not too long ago on Netflix. It's called Big Mouth.
Oh my God! I nearly put it on. I'm not even fucking joking you. I nearly put it on. Oh my God! Yes. Like, so context. Someone, a friend, we'll call her a friend, came over. And
we'll call her a friend
came over and
the episode.
We were like, well, this looks cool, so we put it on. What the fuck is Big Mouth?
It's so good. It's so weird, but it's so good, and it's like so perfect.
The hormone monster Huh? What? What
Like,
is that
what
all
about
about?
what about the clock staring at me?
Yeah.
Just touch yourself.
Just do it. Touch yourself.
Stop being a pussy.
It's just so weird. It's so weird. Like,
It
there
is.
needs
It's
to be
so
more
weird.
seasons. There's one isn't enough.
I feel like there won't be though, just because it got so much shit for being as weird as it was.
Oh yeah.
I remember, like, when it first dropped, I finished it, I checked online to see if there'd be a new one, like if there were announcements of like a release date for a second season, or if it was in the works, if it had been greenlighted or anything like that, and there was nothing. It was just controversy about how weird this show was. So if you haven't seen it, let us tell you about it.
I completely forgot. This is so good.
It's a show about teenagers going through puberty. But not in the normal sense, where it's like, oh, I'm bleeding, let me tell my mommy. Nah, none of this shit. None of this shit. There's hormone monsters. Imagine a bogeyman, whatever you want to call him, living under your bed.
Lying in his bed.
He's there every time you're erect.
Yeah.
He's there every time you're horny. And he's egging you on to do shit you wouldn't do.
Like in the class.
And then... oh, mate. There's a scene where they're at a student dance. These 13-year-old kids, and the dude jizzes his pants when he's dancing with a girl. That shit that so many teenage boys must experience, let's be honest.
I never done that.
I never did. I rarely went to dances and shit like that. Or if I did, I was just the mess who put his tie around his head.
The only prom I've ever gone to was the one in our primary school.
Mate, year 6 prom, where I turned up in a suit.
Yeah,
I was the only one who did.
Why?
I'm a fucking mess.
Literally everyone else wore like jeans and a t-shirt, and Dylan
I turned up in a suit,
full suit,
and AstroTurf trainers. Your boy was swagging out.
That is a testament to the fucking year 2000.
Your boy was swagging out. Spiked up hair, got it freshly cut for the prom. Rocked up in a suit.
What year was your 6th prom?
2006? Nah.
No?
2008, I think.
Mate. Huh?
Yeah, this was 9 years ago. Nearly 10 years ago.
Mate.
You know we did our SATs 10 years ago?
Oh, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know, I've been reminded about this all week by my girlfriend, who's only a year younger than me. She's like, you're an old man. You did your SATs 10 years ago. Thanks,
did yours
babe.
9 years ago.
Yeah, but she's like, it's not double digits. It's not the same.
Old man Dylan.
But yeah, Big Mouth is incredible. If you haven't seen it, go see it.
Yeah.
It'll weird you the fuck out. But it's such a good show, and it's just made so well.
I might have to rewatch it.
Plus, if you know who the creators are and the sort of stuff they've done before, then it makes so much sense as to why the show is the way it is. But yeah, definitely go watch it. Definitely.
So,
and that's my number 4. Was that number 4?
Yeah. So my number 3 is a show that I don't watch anymore. But as a child, and I can guarantee you this, I watched it probably for 7 years of my life every day religiously. Like every day. The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I don't know a person that doesn't watch or hasn't watched The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Bear a testament to it is probably
has.
the biggest animated
TV show of all time. It's been around for how long now?
20
Good
years?
20... No, longer than that. 20-something.
I'll check. Keep talking, I'll check.
But yeah, Simpsons dope game. Game?
Oh,
They've had some dope games. Hit and Run is a classic that everyone goes back to. It's nearly been out 30 years, Ryan.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if that doesn't show you how good this show is, the fact that it's existed for nearly 30 years, has carried on with the same characters for 30 years, and hasn't really had to drastically change too much over the 30 years in terms of its layout, what it does as a show, the stuff it tackles as an animated show. I don't know what else you're wanting from an animated TV show, to be honest. Like, there's reasons why it's not number 1, but it's also my number 3.
Is it? No way.
Yeah, it's also my number 3, but like it has to be in a top 5. It just has to be, at least. It has to be in the top 3, at least, if you look at animated TV shows over the years, because it's just that good.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I mean, I haven't watched it as much recently, but I just remember coming home from school watching like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on BBC Two at 5:30, Simpsons at 6 o'clock, and then just whatever the hell my sisters ended up watching after. And then it changed to Channel 4, and it was essentially the same system. 6 o'clock, Simpsons was on every day without fail in my house. And that was literally every day for I can't even think of how many years. But yeah, it's so good. Should I do my number 2, Ryan? Because we had the same number 3.
Go on.
My number 2 is one that you previously mentioned. It's something that most kids have probably watched. They've played a game of it at least, and we talked about it earlier. It's Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's
number 2.
Indigo. Yeah, it's up there for me. Just because the show itself is something I fucked with loads. Like, I've always watched it. I've gone back and watched it multiple times. Like, Indigo League was on Netflix, I think, and I literally just went back and I've probably watched the first few seasons of that like 6-7 times.
That's crazy.
Which is nuts. Because I watch a lot of shit, but I rarely watch stuff that much. But yeah, Indigo League, as like the initial series they did as a release, was so sick, and it just perfectly paved the way for the franchise. Wasn't hugely down with the cards, like I didn't really know what I was doing when I had them. They were just cool to own, but the games I played, the TV shows I loved, the movies are all sick, and because of how much I've watched it and how much time I've invested into it as a show that I've watched, I couldn't not put it as in my top 2. It is just up there for me. Essentially, everything Ryan described earlier with the show, it's like one of the childhood animated shows that anyone in the 90s has watched at least once, and I've watched it a ridiculous amount.
The thing is, a testament to it is I could still watch it now and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's that old.
Yeah.
But then it's the same with all our childhood cartoons I could watch now and enjoy. Like I remember I was at my mum's work when I was a childminder, and it was like what's it called? Like Fairly Odd Parents was on, and I just watched it.
Oh, what a show!
Watched it for like an hour. Just sat there, and I just enjoyed every moment. It's so bad.
What a show!
Yeah, literally. My number 2 is I couldn't decide between the two, so Family Guy / American Dad, because they're basically it's the same guy that made it, same guy that voices it, but obviously different shows. But I couldn't pick between the two. It was going to be one of them there, so why not both in it?
Out of the two, my personal preference is Family Guy.
Yeah, same. But
I mean,
both
fucks with American Dad.
Both with
Family Guy is like
they're just ridiculous. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Neither show.
Pretty sure they've both been cancelled like twice and then got back on the air because they were loved that much.
Yeah, it's yeah. I don't even need to talk about it because if you are a fan of and you're this deep into this episode, you'll understand why they're there.
Yeah, or if you like know Seth MacFarlane as a person. Like,
well, he's in a film soon. That's not animated.
He's in a few films already.
He's in one soon, and it's going to be great.
Because he did A Million Ways to Die in the West, which wasn't that good.
No, apparently this one's going to be very good at.
And then he was in Ted as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he in Ted though?
He was Ted.
No, not an animated, like him and himself.
No, it was just his voice, and then Mark Wahlberg, obviously, but still in Ted.
Yeah, I get you, but you know what I mean.
He was the animated.
His face.
This whole episode's about animation, Ryan. He was animated in Ted. All right, it's good enough for me.
Anyway,
it's good enough for the people.
So number 1, I know me and Dylan both have the same. Yeah. If you are a fan of this show, please don't be like every fan of this show. And I'll give it away with this. I'm a fan of blank, so I'm superior. Shut up. Shut up, you mess. Rick and Morty. It's ridiculous. It's so good. It is, and I'm not kidding you here. If you haven't watched it, just do it.
What are you doing?
Like I remember I never watched it until Dylan's girlfriend's best friend basically forced me to.
What? Video?
Yeah. She was like, you have to watch it. And I was like, nah,
it's so
it doesn't
good.
look that good. And she was like, trust me, watch like 3 episodes. I watched the first 2 series in the night.
Like, don't try and be hipster and weird about it. Just watch the fucking show.
Don't be like, oh, everyone's watching it. I don't. No, just watch it. Okay. If you want to skip all the shit, fuck it. Literally, just do the Mr. Mises episode. You understand why it's great.
Yeah.
Literally, it's episode 5. Watch that, and then go back and do the beginning ones. But my god, that Mr. Mises episode got me addicted.
That one episode changed your life.
Mr. Mises! My god, killed me.
I've been hooked since episode 1. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, same. The episode Autonomy Park was hilarious. The best episode for me, episode for me is where they go in people's dreams, and they try to get Morty an A in math, and they try on a plane.
Teacher's dream, don't they?
They're on a plane, and he's like, "I'm gonna blow the plane up." Rips his coat off, and he's got like 2 Dr. Pepper bottles and like a 6-pack, and he's got like straws connecting them together. And I've never laughed so much in my life. Literally, I was watching it again the other day, Dylan, and I've watched this episode 10 times. I spat my drink onto my keyboard. I laughed that much because I just forgot it was a thing.
It's so good. Like, it's just, you literally can't even describe it. It's just so good. Like, it's something that has to be watched. I love it so much. Like,
I don't want to sit here and justify why I should watch it, because you should.
You shouldn't have to. Just watch it. It doesn't need justification. Like, there's no other show that has ever existed that has made McDonald's, one of the biggest franchises in the world, bring a product back.
Mm-hmm.
And Rick and Morty did that with 1 episode that they released on like April Fool's Day this year and tricked everyone into thinking it wasn't an actual episode. What sort of genius comes up with the idea to do that and manages to pull it off like that? It's just so good. Everything about it is so good. The voice work, the animation's a bit weird to watch, but it's so funny once you get into it. Like, it's just incredible. I love it to bits. Like, a lot of the stuff Adult Swim make has been sick, but Rick and Morty put Adult Swim like properly on the map. Everyone knows that brand exists now, and it's been around for years.
The fact that we have to wait
so
a
many
year
shows on it.
For the next
it's just sad, isn't it?
Makes me upset.
Yeah, a little bit upsetting, but it will be so worth it because everyone was waiting for season 3 for so long as well. And then, mate, just watch the show. Like, can't give you any other like better life advice than to just go and watch Rick and Morty. Like, if you take anything away from any episode of this that you watch, it's just go and watch Rick and Morty. It's all I can suggest as a human.
Legit.
Mate.
We're gonna end it because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about how good this show is anymore. Because just watch it and you'll understand why it's amazing.
Yeah.
End of.
Pretty
right?
much.
Cool. This has been episode 14.
13.
13. I've been your boy Rick.
And I've been your boy Morty.
See you tomorrow. Oh, what was up?
I was actually waited the entire episode to hear that. Literally. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Were you actually waiting for it?